Hello, let's do Wordle for Friday, May 29th. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It's set to start with rinse. All right, just an N. Where do we want that N to go? Maybe like N and NT. What are the common letters left? We've got T, P, L, C. Could use an A. A would be great. But really any vowel is fine at this point. So L something NT, maybe. Plant looks pretty good to me. That gets some really good letters. All right. Ooh. LAN's in place. What are we doing? LANG, LANK. What goes before the L? Options are not DL, FL, GL, CL, BL. I think that's it. No repeateds. We could start with a vowel also, but let's try starting with consonant if we can. So flank is a word. That's the only one I can think of for that. GLAN, gland is a word. So we have flank, we have gland. Flank, gland. Clang, clank. Well, we have clank and flank and clang. What else do we have? We have bland. So we have bland and gland. Anything else? We also have blank. Okay, so I think clank is the best one then. Let me think about this more because we had clank gets us flank and blank. So that has kind of the most beginnings. I don't think there's a way to get like a C, B, F together. Like there's not blanc. I mean, maybe it accepts blanc, French for white, isn't it? It feels like a throwaway. Like we're throwing away the ability to get it in 3 if we do that, even if it accepts it. It's hard to keep in my head all these options. So there's gland and bland. There's flank, blank, clank. There's clang. Is clang the only one that ends in LANG? I don't know. I gotta pick one. I had said clank, and I think that's fine because that gets. There's 2 others that end in LANK, and unless I want to go blanc, which I don't, let's just do that. Ooh. Oh, okay. So it's got to be clang then, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm really curious if the bot agrees with me because I don't know if I analyzed that correctly. It seemed like there wasn't great options there. Maybe trying to figure out what the first letter was with blanc might have worked better, but I mean, in this case, it wouldn't have made any difference, I don't think. Actually, blanc would have been bad in this case because I would know it started with C, but then I'd still be down to clank, clang. Yeah, I mean, you could start with B, C, F, G. You could end with K, G, or D. Like, there wasn't a really good way to move forward there other than a few guesses. But we'll see if the analysis agrees. Let's spin the members wheel and see what tomorrow's starting word is. Grace, suggested by a big 23. Big fan of Project Hail Mary, so that's what I associate that with. All right. So tomorrow we'll be starting with Grace, if you're following along. Let's do some analysis. So the answer was cling. We started with rinse. It says to go twang or tangy, or we might lose to the ound trap or the aunt trap. Interesting. I went plant, which is not in this list. All right. Well, luckily, not any of those traps. So did I think of everything? Bland and blank. I believe I thought of those. Clang and clank. Flank and gland. I think I thought of everything. It would have accepted blanc, but it's not suggesting it. So it's saying go. These are all equally good. Bland, blank, clang, clank. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like I don't even. It seems like you just kind of pick one of the options that gets a few of them. So I just happened to pick this one, and then it was only clang after that. It was the only thing to guess. I mean, that was pretty obvious. I'm curious if blanc's not in the list. What? Yeah, so maybe it's not as good. Bland. So just don't go, of the 6, just don't go flank or gland. Because the F and the G aren't overlapped. It's kind of just, that's really what it came down to. All right, I kind of had my suspicions. It would have gone twang. Ending in A-N-G makes it clang. Okay. So that's partial. It's lucky because it's trying to avoid these traps. It wasn't going for clang. But interestingly, tangy is a filler that also works. And from here, you may not get it right away, but you get it in 4. It likes to start with tails. From there, we've got final. And then now we're down to very similar options, bland, blank, blank. So it could have done the same thing as me. It could have gotten a 3 if it got very lucky, or something similar. I'm curious how it happens if you go like bland. From here, there's still 3 options left, so you could still end up with clink, clang. So it could be as bad as 5. Steel, same letters, different spots. Glamp. That's quite the word. I love glamp. All right, and then cling. So it gets it in 3. Adieu, the most common starting word. With the yellow A, we're going to go clasp. Let's do a good start as our second guess. And then clack, clang, or clink. So could get it in 3. Otherwise, more likely it's getting it in 4. Audio. Again, just the A. We're going to go table. We're worried about traps, as usual. Then we go clasp. And then we could do something like clack, clang. It's possible to get clang in 4, but it's more likely to get it in 5. All right. After audio, stare, very common starting word. Why don't we just almost get the answer too? For some reason, I swatched in my head, thought clank was the answer, but no, clang. Gets it in 3 then, by luck, pure luck there. And then pert has the best chance of getting into 2. It should get into about 1 every 19 games. And we pretend it's lucky, so it might actually get more lucky than that, but not today. It's actually going to go clans. If we always go for an answer because we're trying to get into, it's going to go for clash instead. From here, we still have 4 options left, but clank is the best. Clank is guaranteeing it in 4, so it's all green. Got a 4. And then finally, clasp was what the official bot starts with. We're just going to go clank, clang from there. Just skip the adieu. All right. Let's pull up the official bot now. Grab a screenshot. Alrighty. Save this as cling. Okie dokie. And how do we do? Give me 99 skill. It liked my guesses quite a lot. All right. Well, rinse. Who started with rinse? 429 start with rinse. It's a pretty popular one. Plant being by far the most common follow-up, so I'm not alone there. Talon. I always forget about Talon, but the bot always ranks it really nicely. Gave a 98 for plant. It liked Talon a bit better. Pound, count, plink. Chant, clown, bound. No one got it in 2, at least not in this list. Clank, it gave a 99 too. Yeah, it was tied with a bunch of options that were all equally bad. But it actually likes clank and blank better than something like clang or gland. I don't know why. All right. Clasp, clink, clang is what it does. Point 2 started with clang. 3.4, 27.4, 71.9. Look at that huge jump from turn 3 to turn 4. 27.4 to 71.9. Today's a day where people are getting in 4. 95.2 in turn 5, 99.3. People are losing to clot, clink, clatch, clack, clary. All right. Let's refresh and upload our screenshot. Here it is. And it gives a much lower skill score. I think it wanted a filler at some point, I guess. So after rinse, again, plant being the most common follow-up. Pound, about, clown, loath, notch, plink. All right. Clank, clang. So it gave an 83 for clank. It wants a filler here, like brick. That'll distinguish it next turn. Because like I said, none of them were great options. So if you're able to do a pure filler, that would be the turn to do it on, is what the bot's saying. Slate, prick, clang. All right. Pure filler after slate. It's worried about that LA trap. It's preempting it with it getting some good consonants to avoid it. All right. 0.4 started with clang. 2.4. Plant is a more common second word than clang. It's interesting. 20.5, 62.6. So it's still a big jump, but it doesn't jump quite as much. 90.8 and then 98. Okay. People losing on clink, clack, clans, clatch. All right. Cool. Well, how'd you do?